What's going on, guys? PlayBox here, and we're back for another Dragon Ball Legends video. In this one, I want to discuss the possibility of a potential part 3 for the anniversary coming up, maybe in the upcoming weeks. Because as you guys know, we just got the part 2 of anniversary. Or I guess it's been almost a week at this point that we got the release of Dragon Fist Goku, and with this release of Dragon Fist Goku, a lot of people, myself included, have been, pretty underwhelmed with the releases for these parts for the anniversary, right? If we take just a quick recap, we had, for part 1, we had MUI Goku, who's actually just playing right in here. By the way, this is the official Dragon Ball Legends, news page or whatever. This is all, officially from Bandai Namco and stuff. So this is the 4th anniversary page right here. So if we scroll here, we can see new characters. So part 1, we did get MUI Goku and the transforming Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta as the first banner. And then for part 2, we got Dragon Fist Goku as well as a new Tapion. So just in total, right, that is 4 new sparking characters and I guess 4 new EX units as well, but we don't really count the EXs that really. It's mainly the sparkings and the LFs that we count. And there's already been 2 parts of this anniversary, and if we just compare them to previous anniversaries, right, if we think back, first anniversary we had double banners, both LFs have on both banners, and we had 2 sparkings on each as well as 2 EXs on each. Was it 2 EX or was it 2 EX or 1 EX? I forgot. It could have been one EX on each banner. I could be wrong on that, but so we had 5 sparkings, including 1 LF, right? Back during the first anniversary, we didn't really get any part 2, part 3, anything like that. We just had 1 banner and that's it. I don't remember what dropped after. It could be some not All-Star, but Ultra Space Time banners, but yeah, that's what it is. And during the second anniversary, we got another dual banner with 1 LF on each banner with 2 sparkings as well. So that's another 5 sparkings. And then we got 2 anniversary rising banners, which had, the first one was double Super Saiyan Blue Vegeta and Goku, and then the other one was Super Kaioken Goku and Pikkon. So that's 4 plus 5, that's 9 sparkings in total. Then we come over to the 3rd anniversary, we got double LF banners with 2 sparkings on each of them. So that's 6 units. And then we got part 2, the Revival Gohan and Bojack, as well as the Trunks, so that's 3. And we got 4 EXs in that banner, so 4 EXs and 3 sparking on that banner. 7 new characters, but if we exclude the EX units, that was 3 sparkings plus the 6 in the beginning. That's 9 characters. So when you compare this anniversary with the previous anniversaries, there has been a severe lack in new characters. Obviously, we're not going to be including any of the free-to-play units, any of the Zenkais, because those aren't really new units. I guess you could say that the new Gogeta is somewhat new just because he has a new blue animation, but it's not really, we won't really count those, right? We're strictly talking about new characters that are summonable and new characters, right? So yeah, when you compare them to previous anniversary, there's been a very lack of new characters, and that's been one of the biggest issue with this anniversary, is that these banners just simply feel like monthly LF banners, right? With no real hype. I mean, there is hype towards these characters. I mean, these 2 units are some of the hypest units in the game, right? So there is hype there, but it just doesn't feel like you're getting your value's worth for your crystals that you're spending, because, usually during the anniversary, you're summoning for multiple units, right? So that's one of the reasons why I believe there could be a potential part 3 for this anniversary, just because there's a lack of new characters. But there's also some other things to keep in mind, right? So as you can see here, we have event periods here. So this is basically how long these banners are going to be lasting. So the Ultra Instinct Goku banner dropped on May 28th, and it's going to be ending on July 20th. The Dragon Fist Goku banner dropped on June 22nd, and it's going to be ending on July 20th. So both these banners are leaving on July 20th. That pretty much indicates that that's when the last day of the anniversary is going to be. And the day I'm recording this is June 26th, and there's still fairly a good amount of time left before those end dates, right? There's 5 days left in June, and then 20 days, so almost a month left for the anniversary to go. So that's honestly enough time to potentially squeeze in another banner. So, you know, it could be a double LF banner, but I don't think at this point they're going to be dropping a double LF banner. But let's just keep going here on this website. They continue talking about stuff during the anniversary. We got up to 400 free summons. We got these 3 new free-to-play units. You can get Legends Limited character by completing the missions and getting some summon tickets. This summon will be available on July 12th. So all the tickets you get from those missions, that says Legends Limited guaranteed. The summon for that is going to be available in a couple weeks. And then we come over to this. Number 5, stay tuned. More anniversary surprises will be coming your way. Now, they have done something similar to this previously, because this website, it gets updated whenever there's a big celebration, right? I think the last time we've had this was for Legends Festival, and we've also had it for the Legends Festival prior to that. I don't remember if we had this for the 3rd anniversary. I'm pretty sure they did have it, but I don't remember seeing it. But they did do something similar to this for the Legends Festival 2020, where we had UI Goku and Vegito and Broly, right? And they did this stay tuned thing where they were gonna release something, right? And I believe back then the stay tuned was for, or the more surprise, whatever this question mark was, them hinting towards new unit, and those new units ended up being Vegito and Broly. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure that's what it was for. So this could very well possibly mean that we're gonna still be getting a new banner, a new part for this anniversary. What it could potentially be is, I don't think it's gonna be another LF. Like, I honestly thought for part 2 they were gonna drop a dual LF with the Dragon Fist Goku and potentially a Z Broly, but they decided to go on a single LF banner once again. And, you know, a lot of people have been speculating that we could be getting a new Ultra unit for this part 3 of the anniversary, because the last Ultra unit we did get was the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku, and that was almost, oh no, it's actually been 3 months, a little over 3 months since his release, right? And the Ultra unit that dropped before him was, well, where's the banner? Is it here? Yeah, this right here. The Ultra, wait, this is, the dates are kind of wrong because his banner didn't release, but he dropped in December as well, so that was 3 months, near the end of December, so that was 3 months prior to the Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku. So as you can see, they do have somewhat of a schedule for these Ultra units where they drop them every 3 months, and it's been 3 months since our last Ultra unit, so this would be the perfect time to drop a new Ultra unit. Now, for when they would potentially drop, it's kind of hard to say. Actually, it's not too hard to say. If we just take a look at some of these events, right? Actually, if we just take a look at how long these Ultra banners last, right? So this Ultra Kaioken Goku dropped on March 15 and ended on April 4th. So what is that? Is that like 3 weeks, 2 weeks? It's like around 3 weeks, right? Super Gogeta, when he dropped, the date, once again, the dates are kind of wrong here, but when he dropped, his banner only lasted, I believe, 2 weeks. It dropped on December 28, around that time, and ended up in like January 14 or 12 or something like that. His banner actually left before the part 1 of Legend Festival banner left. So these Ultra banners really don't last that long. So if we were to take like the 2 to 3 weeks range, it would kind of fit perfectly for a new Ultra unit to drop and still end the anniversary on July 20th. So what I'm guessing is the banner next week, we're probably, or this upcoming week, we're going to be getting the Zenkai for Green Piccolo. And then after that, what day is it after that? So we have, this is June. So after that, he's going to be dropping on May. The calendar is kind of cropped here, but he's going to be dropping on June 29th, right? So then if we go to the next calendar, after that, we have July 6th, which is going to be, July 6th is going to be the next weekly release after that. So my guess is they're probably going to drop him on July 6th, because if they drop the new banner on July 6th, then we have 2 weeks left, and then on July 20th, it's going to be the end of the anniversary, and it lines up pretty much perfectly, you know, an Ultra banner lasting 2 weeks, and then once that 2 weeks is done, the anniversary will be done. So I mean, that's gonna probably be the way it's gonna happen, right? It's looking pretty likely. I know a lot of people, when they saw that they were talking dirty reveals and stuff, as like, you know, the second half of the anniversary is coming soon, the second half, blah blah blah. People thought, like, you know, it's not gonna part 2 is not gonna happen, right? But with all these dates and then this website dropping this stay tuned for more anniversary surprises, I mean, a part 3 seems very, very likely. And actually, if we go take a look at the news tab here, a lot of these announcements are ending on July 6th, right? So like, take a look here. This is June 7th update. This Bugfish June 6th, you know, like a lot of these things, June 6th game update announcement and all that stuff. It's looking like it's going to end around June 6th, right? So that's probably the date to keep note of for if they were to drop a part 3 for its anniversary. Now, what could potentially be the Ultra unit for part 3? Now, I know pretty much everyone has been speculating for there to be a new Super Vegito, namely an Ultra Super Vegito, to kind of complement the Ultra Gogeta that we got during Legends Festival, right? And honestly, I think it would make sense. Oops, I clicked on the wrong tag. Fusion Warriors are kind of in a weird spot where they're not like the super top tier team, but they're also not the worst team. They're doing okay. Obviously, they're being hard carried by Ultra Gogeta right now, but they still have some pretty good units. Super Vegito, Gogeta 4, they're pretty solid. Vegito Blue Zenkai is very good, but obviously you're not gonna be running him over Super Gogeta. But they do require, they still do need some sort of buffs, and it's pretty funny because every year during the anniversary we get some sort of Fusion Warrior buffs. Fusion Warriors in general, they don't get buffed that often. They usually just get buffed during big celebrations, right? Because fusions obviously are their biggest money-making units, so they're usually reserved for celebrations, with the exception of some units, right? The Majub, Kefla, transferring Vegito, some units like that, right? These Gogetas, right? But when you look at like literally every single celebration, almost first anniversary you got Super Vegito, second anniversary you got Vegito Blue, third anniversary we got Gogeta 4, we got Zamasu, corrupted Zamasu, we got Vegito Blue, and we got the Red Kefla. We got literally 4 buffs to this team. Obviously the corrupted Zamasu doesn't buff the team, but these two did. They weren't very good, but they still buffed the team. And then Gogeta 4 wasn't great on release, but once he got his platinum equipment, he was like the best unit in the game, right? So, and then even if we take a look at the Legends Festival, for the first Legends Festival, we got Gogeta Blue. Second one, we got Ultra Gogeta for part 2. So, you know, they do massive buffs for Fusion Warriors during the celebration. And during this anniversary right now, the only buff that we've gotten so far is this free-to-play Gogeta, who is obviously good, and the Zenkai Vegito Blue, but no new summonable units, right? So honestly, it would make a lot of sense for them to drop a Ultra Super Vegito for this anniversary. I don't think there's any other Ultra unit that could really, another Fusion Warrior unit that can really, you know, take his spot as. I mean, you could obviously get Ultra Gogeta Blue, Ultra Vegito Blue, and those the Ultra Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but I doubt they would do that so early. But I think Super Vegito, him being one of the units that, you know, we've gotten a long time ago, and we haven't gotten a new Super Vegito in a while. I feel like it would make a lot more sense for him to be the Ultra unit for this anniversary, you know, for part 3. But if we weren't gonna get like a new Fusion Warriors unit, what other Ultra unit would you guys would like to see, right? Like, I know a lot of people have been speculating, myself included, wanted a new Dragon Ball Z Broly, and although I guess it would be kind of weird for him to drop as an LF, even though I do think he's gonna be an LF at one point. There isn't really that many moves that he can have as a legendary finish. Obviously, they can just create one like they did with like the LF Broly, right? Like his attack, just mash up together a bunch of attacks together to make it an LF. But an Ultra version of the Broly would actually make a lot more sense than an LF version because of his legendary Super Saiyan transformation. That transformation is definitely one of the most iconic transformations in all of Dragon Ball, right? And Z Broly being one of the most popular characters in the series, it would make a lot of sense. And this, I feel like his transformation, you know, that legendary Super Saiyan transformation as an Ultra, as his intro, would just be really, really nice. But I don't know what else they can really go for. If they want to stick to the movies theme, the Broly would make a lot more sense. I don't think they're gonna dive into the superhero stuff, because like I mentioned in my older videos, like there hasn't been any official showings of any of these the climactic versions of the superhero characters. We only have what we have in the trailer, which is the Super Saiyan Gohan, the Ultimate Gohan, and the potential unlocked Piccolo. And I don't think those units are, you know, ready for their Ultra versions just yet. So there isn't really that many options for Ultra units. So we'll just have to wait and see what they have. I think it's gonna be Super Vegito. A lot of people think it's gonna be Super Vegito, but I wouldn't be opposed to a Broly as well. The last thing I want to show you is something that someone has messaged me about on Instagram. It's supposed to be taken with a grain of salt. This is like by no means any sort of official release. I don't even know what this is, where this is from, but this person by the name of Colossal Bite posted this on Instagram about these leaks. Like I said, don't take this as any hard evidence for anything. This is just a leak from I don't even know where. I don't even know what the source is from this. This guy doesn't even post a source for this picture. I don't even know what the hell this is. I don't know why he wouldn't even post a source for this, but what it says is basically what he says. Leaks for what it seems to be for first, second, and third part banners. This may be run by a dude. This seems reasonable. It does seem reasonable, but you know, without any sources, we can't really do much with, right? So what it says here is in Japanese here, but there's a translation. Part 1, we get MUI. Pause, we get Ultra banner, which we did. We got the return of Ultra Gogeta after the MUI banner. Then we got for part 2 the movie Giant Fist Goku. Actually just says movie, so I'm guessing it could have been either the superhero movie or just something movie related. We got Giant Fist Goku. Pause. Then this is where this is what's basically gonna be the future. Ultra banner Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. So basically predicting that the Ultra Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken banner would release, which would make a lot of sense because his banner hasn't returned yet, so that would be pretty cool. And then part 3, Ultra DBZ Buu Saga. So an Ultra unit in the Buu Saga, and you know what other unit could potentially be an Ultra unit for the Buu Saga than a Super Vegito? So you know, it kind of lines up with what I've been talking about and what everyone's been saying for an Ultra Super Vegito, but I don't know. With no sources, you can't really take this as hard evidence or anything. It's just a leak, whatever. So take this as you may. Take it with a grain of salt, like I said. So one thing before we sign off here is one thing I really, really want them to do if they do drop an Ultra banner is please, for the love of God, don't make the Ultra unit the only new unit on the banner. We already have a break problem with this anniversary where there isn't enough new characters. The last thing we want is a new banner with only one new unit. So if they were to drop a new Ultra unit, please drop a new unit alongside of them. It could be a new LF, it could be a new Spark unit, whatever. Please just drop a new unit. If they were to drop an Ultra Super Vegito, drop an LF Buhan alongside him. Just please, that's the one thing I want for his Ultra banner. It's probably unlikely, granted that the last 2 Ultra we got were the only new units, but if they were to at least give some hope of making this anniversary somewhat good, please just drop a new unit alongside the Ultra unit. That's all I'm asking for. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please leave a like and don't forget to subscribe because that shit is so important, so don't forget. Other than that, have a great day. See ya.